what I mean? Something like that, you know? That's how we do. That's how we do. And just like that, we're rolling right back in. Yeah. Do you know that I just realized this week that we stole that from Schultze? I mean, maybe he stole it from Bodega Boys. But either way, we are back with another episode of the No Randoms podcast. Opening the pod with the yurt, which obviously we're not from New York, but I just realized last week they do that in Flagrant every episode. And I was like, oh, did we just like subconsciously lift that? We're very much not from New York. Whoops.
What's like the West Coast equivalent of that? I gotta turn this mic down. There we go.
On the dead homies?
I'm trying to think. What's something like what up?
Where you from?
Tupac or
all of our shit is like aggressive. You know what I mean? None of it's like I bet you the Bay Area kids have some. Them Bay Area fools got mad slang. Somebody call E40.
But that shit is more like actually maybe because there's probably shit. I was gonna say I feel like that shit's more of like accepting things and like yeah for sure type of like you know what I mean? Because I know like yada da boo boo and shit like that. That's like yeah for sure.
I don't know, bro.
But nothing like yo what up? You know what I mean?
They got a lot of stuff. They got a lot more. I don't know, boy. Check out them TikToks. You don't be watching Bay Area slang TikTok? I thought that was for sure one of your, you know?
Let's just hit them with the SoCal. Hola. Let's just start doing hellos from different countries. How about that?
I don't know if our audience is ready for us to get hella Mexican on them, to be honest.
International boys.
We do have this gear. We can turn it on. International.
All right, let's go here. We're going to go ahead and start this one with Merhaba. Welcome back to the No Randoms podcast. It's hello in Turkish. For our Turkish audience. Much love, yo.
I know Ni hao.
We'll be there soon for the hair plug content.
Who's we?
Ni hao. Welcome back to the No Randoms podcast. Shut up, bro.
Wolfing.
You're mid-30s.
What is that? I'll be 32 and you know what I mean? Your boy's about to be there. Aren't you like 32?
I forget. I'm still in my 27 as far as I'm aware, but due to I did a test. I did some like biological tests, and apparently I'm younger than I need to pull it up. I forgot the way it's worded, but biologically I'm like still like 27, 28. So
this man thinks he is Hyunmin Son over here. You really thought you got the Korean year back? You saw that? My boy got a year back.
Yeah. Cause some weird thing that passed it. Yeah. No, I'm serious. Look it up. They have like body. I'm sure you know about that stuff, bro. Like
no,
physically younger than.
Yeah, like what's your biological like what does your body say? No, I was gonna say in Korea they do that because like there they start your age from 1. They don't start at 0. So like you don't turn 1 after 1 year. You're just born at 1. So they finally switched their system to the rest of the system. The rest of the world does. So that's how they all got 1 year back. He went from being 28 to being 27.
Oh, okay. I didn't see what it was.
Right. So everybody from South Korea, like everybody you know, got a year younger this year. Oh no, niggas is hyped. That's kind of cool. Can my boy be the? Could he win the Golden Boy now? Maybe retroactively. I don't know.
Get that nigga out of Tottenham. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, honestly, I know everybody talks about Kane, but it's really Son is the one I worry about. If I'm being honest. But yeah, that's I don't.
I'm coming with a new language.
A new language every week. We'll see how that goes. Speaking of this week, we got a new lineup every week. It feels like, but it's been nice. We've had like the fresh and the full summertime mode. So this week you've got, as it sounds like, your boy Kev and your boy Anton. But Shad he's off in the field right now. He's doing his field thing and working hard to edit that Diablo pod. So we are filling in for ourselves, bringing it home together, me and Banton. We do not have Shad on the 1s and 2s this week, but we'll do our best, you know what I mean? See if we can pull up some links, operate some media, and produce the live episode as we go. Just don't blame us if, you know what I mean, if it kind of is a little bit slow or laggy, because Shad's like a wizard over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Appreciate him seeing what it's like to work in the fields.
Don't. I can't. This man's having
That's
too
how
much
we're
fun.
starting.
Anton's on his energy. He's covering for everybody today. I like this. This paternity leave Anton is nice. Actually, for what it's worth, you got both of us on a little bit of a mood because I'm on vacation. This is vacation Kev and paternity leave Anton. This is as loose and wild as we might be.
Yeah, man. Well, to be honest, it's probably because I'm hyped up on a lot of pain meds right now. I don't know what was going on up in LA. I was up in LA this past weekend, and it was like, well, up Fontana, but we did go into, what was it? Inglewood or whatever. But, still, it was like 100 up there, man. I got the worst sinus infection. It's been terrible. I was like, yo, give me back that humidity at the beach, yo. I can't be doing this. So I'm
gonna
like,
guess this.
my throat's
Oh, I
all
wonder
messed up and
where.
everything. So.
Well, yeah, like Inland Empire is that's like the difference between like he's like, oh, I'm in San Diego, and it's like, oh wait, are you in El Cajon or you're in La Jolla? You know what I mean? Like Inland Empire is not the same. Like that's
Yeah.
it's hot. Yeah, the IE is like
Dude,
that shit
yeah.
is the valley. I don't go over there.
Yeah, it
Over
was
here it's hot in
103
like direct
at its
sunlight.
highest.
We got to like 82,
Yeah.
and that was hot. But if you're in Inglewood, hit us up because that's where we at. That was a good
somewhere off the 101, passing Slauson and all that over there. I think that's where it is, but I forget.
Yeah, that's it. That's Inglewood.
It's been a while. I'm not familiar. Okay, yeah.
That's
We're
our
visiting,
neighborhood.
well, I'm sure you saw pictures. We're visiting my grandma, so much love to my
Oh, she lives over here?
About to be great grandma here. Yeah, she lives in a place over by what was that, Studio City or something like that, by Sony.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we could do this all day, talk about LA or San Diego because everywhere else sucks. But we do have topics this week. We should talk about these topics. But before we talk about these topics, and arguably more important than those topics are the topics that did not make the show this week. And since we don't have Shad, I'm going to take that one over for us. Are we ready to go? Yes, we are. I guess Shad would be asking me and I'd be telling me, let's do it. So, without further ado, here are the topics that did not make the show this week. First, Microsoft has announced the upcoming end of Xbox Live Gold on September 14th, over 20 years after its initial launch. Next, Rockstar Games has shut down a real-life Cluckin' Bell restaurant. They were getting really excited. EA announces a Black Panther game from the former Shadow of Mordor devs. Cyberpunk finally has a positive review rating on Steam. The GTA 6 hacker, the big GTA 6 hacker, was actually declared unfit for trial by a UK court. And then some major leaks suggest StarCraft 3 is in development. Big news for our esports and for our PC people, right? Anything in there that you think we need to get back to? How do you feel, Anton? What's sticking out to you?
I honestly was laughing at the Cyberpunk has a positive review. I had to go look it
up. You know what? I respect them like sticking the journey.
You know, I gotta give it to them, man. They're playing the long ball, and I had to look it up just for context. It went from 71% at release, and now it's at 91. So, shout to them. They're doing something right.
At least they didn't give up. I feel like so many I never heard anything about Battlefield. Did they ever try to recover that, or did they just be like, well, we suck, try again later, you know?
Yeah, they tried. They did a lot of reclasses and brought back the old system and reworked a lot of maps, but I don't know, man. I think the only thing still making that game work is the handful of content creators on it that are still like, look, I'm still having fun playing this game. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like Battlefield went Call of Duty on the most recent one. They tried to reinvent the wheel and it just worked completely against them. Battlefield 3 and 4 were still masterpieces in my opinion.
I still give them hope, but that shit was bad. But so like we were saying, I respect that they didn't give up on Cyberpunk and they just kind of kept working on it. I have it. I haven't played it, but I have it on my desktop. Maybe soon. We'll see. We'll see.
It looks lit.
Okay.
I haven't beat the game, but we'll see.
Oh, you played?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like halfway through the story, but I never finished it. It was just other shit was going on.
Okay. Well, shoot, I didn't know that. I guess I'm the only one. Okay, Banton, you want to take us into topics? See what we got in here.
Yes, sir. Let's see. This week we're going to be getting into the FTC request to pause Microsoft's acquisition of Activision. It was rejected, and as a result, Microsoft and PlayStation have finally signed an agreement to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation networks. Erling Haaland graces the official cover of EA Sports FC 2024. A Call of Duty 2024 leak appears to confirm the new main character in a Gulf War setting. Um, Modern Warfare 3 leaked screenshots show off new weapons and more. And then lastly, taking us into our You Love to See It, man. We got Comic Con Radio taking over San Diego Comic Con 2023. Did you want to go ahead and get into that?
I did quickly want to give it a plug. I'm like only just now starting to get excited. Like we're getting close enough that we're gonna actually be there. So I'm starting to get hyped to well, first to get together with the boyos, but second to come through and kick it with the network and with all of Comic Con. It's gonna be the first time taking the family there, so that'll be really exciting. And then like we were saying, is Comic Con Radio, our network and Spoiler Magazine have some great activations. So we thought it would be cool to keep shouting them out. So it looks like they've got 3 activation locations. See, they have a collaboration with San Diego Metro Transit. So the trolley that we grew up on, we know and love, which I thought was dope. They got some food trucks, some face paint artists, balloon artists, 360 photo booth, podcast interviews, a lot of cool stuff going on. They're also doing some giveaways. They're giving away a Steam Deck, which I'm trying to get into this giveaway because I don't have a Steam Deck. I almost copped this week. A Nintendo Switch, some Air Jordans, and some VIP tickets to, of course, the final activation, the After the Con party at the Nova, which is a club I don't know. Do you know what that is? Is it new?
I think it's
Is it new to
yeah,
me?
I think that's what used to be no, we've been there. Where did we take our picture before? The picture of you, me, and Adrian. What was that? What did they used to be? Not I'm old. I think of it
Omnia?
singular. That's how old I am. But it was something else after that.
Omnia.
Omnia, yeah. So I think it's where Omnia used to be. Where the homie
Oh, is
Zane
Omnia
used
gone
to
now?
be.
Because Omnia in Vegas is
Um
still there.
yeah,
Man, we are
I'm
old.
almost positive it's that place. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess I
Omnia's
could
close.
Google some
Okay.
shit and look, but I'm almost positive.
No, that's good to know. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
There you
We're so old.
go. Yeah, close.
When you guys first sent that to me, I was gonna be like, "So what club did that used to be?" And then I was like, "I'm not gonna worry about it. We will be getting old." Fair
Yeah,
enough.
okay, yeah. I just looked it up. Yeah, so it's where Omnia used to be.
Hmm.
So cool.
Getting
It should
old.
be fun. See how that is. I haven't been in that kind of setting in a minute.
Well, we will get on out there. I'm excited.
Mm,
It should be fun. And yeah, I guess without further ado, take a little industry news. This was exciting. I saw it come through after like kind of a long, long wait. Finally, this one's from Reuters, right? Uh, a U.S. appeals court ultimately rejected the Federal Trade Commission's request to pause Microsoft's $69 billion purchase of Call of Duty maker Activision Blizzard. The decision removes one of the few remaining hurdles stopping Xbox maker Microsoft from closing the deal and expanding its gaming business. How long have we been waiting for this, Anton? Are you ready? Did you like did you exhale when you heard this news?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, they really went through. It's been going crazy on I believe TikTok. I don't know. They did some maintenance to some of the old servers, apparently on like Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 4 and a lot of those old games, and people have been able to kind of catch a game here and there. I mean, it's not consistent, but I believe it's Microsoft that's going to be doing the maintenance to these servers. So if they can get those up and running, man, I don't know what that'll do for the new Call of Duty. Honestly, I think that'll be very interesting to see because why would people keep buying a new one if they can just keep playing the old one and keep leveling up their old content that they already have? You know, like I don't know, maybe they will, but it'll be very interesting to see like if that slows down. I think like the buying of Call of Duty if they open up a back catalog of all the old ones, you know, and keep maintaining the servers and keeping them up to date. Like, man, what the fuck? Shoot, I would go back to Vanguard and Cold War too. Shit. But sucks for
Well,
y'all
yeah.
on the UK.
Yeah. Did they not? Are this the servers aren't updated for the people in the UK?
I don't believe so. I believe it's just a US thing.
Oh, okay. I was like, what happened to the UK people? Well, either way, back into the deal situation, right? So, I mean, I'm hyped on that, but it sounds like they did finally get this acquisition going through. So Microsoft will get to acquire them, and really, it was the final appeal. So it was, the people that were saying it was unfair. The Federal Trade Commission went to the court like, hey, we shouldn't do this, and the court was like, all right, we're sick of this. They had already said no. Then the FTC appealed, and this was the court saying even on appeal, still no. So precedent says they're going to let it go, and this should be the last we hear of this, at least from their side. So we'll see. What's interesting, though, I thought was really close was that turns out the deal was set to expire literally tomorrow. So it's July 17th right now, but apparently the deal they agreed to was going to expire July 18th. So like if they didn't get this stuff worked out, or maybe it still isn't worked out, right? It says that the merger agreement between Microsoft and Activision will expire on July 18th. After July 18th, either company will be free to walk away from the deal unless they negotiate an extension. So that's like now. So who knows?
Oh yeah.
Dramatic.
Yeah, I was reading as you were going. I was like, wait.
We'll have to see how it goes. I think this in kind of further to that news, I saw another headline that was interesting. It said, this one from Hitmarker. That one was from Reuters again. This from Hitmarker. After Microsoft won its court battle against the Federal Trade Commission, allowing the company to proceed with its purchase of Activision Blizzard, Xbox head Phil Spencer announced a 10-year binding agreement to keep the COD franchise on PlayStation. So now we finally got our big news we've been waiting for, no? Right? Like it was blocked. Microsoft is going to buy Activision, and now finally Xbox and PlayStation have reached a deal. So like this is what we've been waiting for. Two huge dominoes fell like really rapidly, right? Like we've been waiting for all this to happen. Finally they gave up their battle, and so like the FTC can keep fighting if they want to, but PlayStation is finally like fine, like let's go for it. So they got their 10-year license, and it says interesting as part of this deal, right? It's only for Call of Duty, so it doesn't include any of the other stuff, not Overwatch, not Crash Bandicoot, not Tony Hawk or Spyro. I find it really interesting that they went from Call of Duty and Overwatch to Crash Bandicoot, Tony Hawk, and Spyro, but none of those are going to be included in this new deal, I guess. So I mean, really, the big gets there. Obviously, the big get is Overwatch. I wonder how that's going to play out. Are you surprised that Sony and Microsoft are finally going to play ball?
Nah, I still don't even. I still think there's gonna be hurdles. Honestly, doesn't. I mean, and that's what I was saying. Like, it's cool for that aspect, but I'm still kind of waiting to see. Like, hmm, what does this mean though? I feel like this is above my tax bracket. Like, I don't know. I'm have to see what these niggas is still got up their sleeve. Cause I feel like PlayStation, like we've been talking about this for weeks, and all of a sudden this is where they settled. Like, nah, there's gonna be something that's gonna kick this back up, and it's gonna be back in the shits. But
I
we'll see.
think they're done, bro.
Cool
I
for
think
now, though,
that
I guess.
I feel like we're not like us as players. We're not even going to notice. Like when you were saying like it's above our tax bracket, I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to make a difference for them and shit. But like, I don't know if this is going to change anything for us as players. Like, I just going to keep playing COD. If the game is good or bad, I'm going to keep playing it. So whatever. It's not going to not be on PlayStation. That would
So
have
then, what do
changed
you?
things for us. But now that it is going to be on PlayStation, I don't care how much Microsoft or Activision or whoever is paying the other person. As long as I can play the game, you know what I mean? Whatever. We'll see.
Hmm,
Maybe they'll let it go.
that is interesting. I don't know, because it's like, why would? What was the point of all of it then? Just to keep it on. I'm sorry, not to be like extremely, but I mean, just to keep it on
Well, you're like
PlayStation.
fighting to.
So all this was
You're
just to
fighting.
keep it.
You don't want them to get the acquisition because you think they're going to make. Well, first of all, they're going to make a ton of money. Second of all, what their argument all this time has been that they'd be incentivized to make the version like they're not going to make the game as good on PlayStation, or like maybe PlayStation servers are slow, or PlayStation gets access to the game. They're going to become a secondary a second class citizen, if you will, right? Imagine if you're Activision and your two big clients are Sony and Microsoft. You have to make sure you keep them both happy. If Microsoft buys Activision, now one of your two major buyers is your boss. So you're always going to make that buyer happier first, right? Like that. So Sony's like, hold on a minute, hold on. Now we're going to become the other guy. Now we got to start buying off of our number one competitor. We've always been shopping at the same place, and now we got to start buying from you when it's within your interest to make sure we're your competitor. So doesn't it make sense? You would have to do things. Not only does it make sense, but that's the when you're a publicly traded company, that's your duty. It's your job, right? Your fiduciary responsibility is you have to do what's best for the account. If it's better for shareholders' pocket, whatever's going to make the company more money is your duty. You can be fired for not pursuing that duty. So PlayStation the whole time has been like, this is not going to be fair. Activision and Call of Duty specifically are so big that it's going to sway the whole gaming industry, and this might make us lose the battle. And basically the FTC is like, or not the FTC, but the federal courts are like, all right, okay, so you lose the battle. Like, figure something out, make something different, but we're not going to block it.
And so then now they got the 10-year binding deal. I wonder how long. I wonder if they'll keep it on PlayStation for the full 10.
That's what the agreement is. That they're going to keep Activision on. Activision is going to keep supplying Call of Duty, to PlayStation for the next 10 years for sure. Also Nintendo, if you remember that deal. They made all these deals are 10-year deals. They also made like a 10-year deal with like Luna or whatever,
That's right here.
But right, all these different platforms, they went ahead and signed these 10-year deals, and so we'll see what it looks like at the end of that. But for at least the next 10 years, Call of Duty will for sure be on PlayStation if they're making Call of Duty games. It's like way back when the commissioner blocked CP3 from coming to the Lakers. They're like, oh, it's going to be unfair. Like, y'all niggas is too good. CP3 and Kobe, not fair. That's basically like that's what they were trying to do. But this time the commissioner was like, no, that seems okay. Like, let them young boys cook. Let's see what happens. So we'll see. Maybe it will be unfair. But the thing is it's actually really similar to CP3 and the Lakers. Well, kind of. Because, like, Xbox is losing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like bringing a really good player to a bad team that has potential. It's like the Lakers with Kobe in their later years, and it's like, well, they're a bad team, but if they have one more good player, they'd be serious, right? Like, get LeBron and one more good guy, and you got a contender. Same thing. What's Xbox look like if they have Call of Duty like they have Call of Duty? Who knows? We'll start to see.
In a while, at least.
Yeah, I'm getting excited, boy. It's happening. We've been waiting. We've been covering this for the duration of the podcast. Like, since we started this pod, this has been a weekly installment of what's happening between Phil Spencer and these niggas like Jim Ryan. Why they both double first? That's a lot of first names. Phil Spencer, Jim Ryan, not to be trusted. Let's put that out there. It's all white boy first name. I don't trust it.
If they're paying.
Trust it. But if y'all want to sponsor us, either of you, we'll play exclusively Xbox or PlayStation, whatever you call it. Look, we're ready to go. We ready, boyos. Let's do it like the signing day where you put the hat on. Take my talents to Midland Lutheran Xbox College. Facts. Okay, all right. You're killing me. Without further ado, we're moving on into sports. This one I was hyped about. We won't spend too long on it because nobody is surprised. EA Sports FC 24 cover star. The official cover has been revealed. This one comes from Sports Illustrated, a name we never talk about anymore. Remember those guys? Man, it's been a long time. Either way, from Sports Illustrated, Erling Haaland is the official EA Sports FC 24 Standard Edition cover star. That was a mouthful. This confirmation of previous leaks came during a live stream a few days after the much ridiculed reveal of the EA Sports FC Ultimate Edition cover, which features over 30 soccer stars. Fans of the series, which is going through a branding change with this next iteration, mocked the visual style the publisher chose for the box art, which is a stark contrast to the real life photography used for previous covers. We talked about it last week. The cover they put out for the Ultimate Edition sucked. The Standard Edition cover is super dope. People seem to like it a lot more. I'm gonna not buy the Ultimate because the cover sucks. What are your thoughts on this, Anton? Was this dope? You like the cover? They get the star right?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Young Holland. I'll give him that. His shit is tough.
Hey,
But yeah, that fuck it. What the Ultimate Edition cover? What in the fucking Sims is that shit, bro? I don't. Ooh, I like the idea, but just I'll give him
no, I
that at
don't.
least, not to be too negative on it. Like cool idea, I guess, but just I don't know. Actually, maybe not, just because it was a poor execution. It was just bad altogether. I don't know, man. Maybe they should. Maybe it's just the detail. Is that what it is? Is it just the detail in the characters? Or is just the picture itself just terrible? Or like, should they have had them like playing soccer against each other? I don't know. Either way, it was just swinging and
I
missed, dog.
know. Last week we had Shad. Shad went in on them in last week's episode a little bit, so I feel you on that. But yeah, I did. I thought the cover was terrible. Some of the faces looked awful, and they've been getting some other shots too. But I did think for this part they got the cover like the standard cover. I thought they nailed this. Like nobody seemed to have any dispute. Again, it's been Mbappe forever. It's always Mbappe. But finally, you know what I mean. We got a little switch up, and it feels like even though he had to slow down to the end of the season, feels like Holland has the most heat. You know what I mean? Like he's that boy right now. So I thought this cover was it, and it felt like it was universally accepted. People seemed like it was pretty dope. You know what I mean? Long hair boy. He had the hair out.
I don't know. He's yet to step up in some big games for me, but he is the boy. I'll give him that.
He's yet to step up in some big games. The man won the treble, set the record in his first season in the Prem. Very first.
Look,
He could do nothing
he could play
ever.
on a
He could do
cold night in Stoke. I'll give him that. He could
he
play
could
on a
do
cold night
nothing
in Stoke
again.
on a Tuesday. But
I'm sick of you. I'm
in
so
the
sick.
final, I'm not sure.
I'm so
I'm
sick.
not sure I'm taking him.
I'm so sick. This man got fair enough. I also saw some niggas talking shit. They were tight that Sam Kerr has
Shout out to
this
Holland.
this the same rating as Mbappe. She has a like way better physical strength. Did you see that? The like best female player in the world that plays for Chelsea. She's like 5'3".
I was like,
She
who?
has an eight. She has an
She
87
has what now?
physical, 87 physique, and Mbappe has 73, and they're both a 91. They're the two highest rated players in the game.
Oh, that's disrespect. That's crazy.
They said you can
And
use
again,
boys and
Mbappe's
girls in the
squishy,
same
homie.
game. She gonna pull up and hit this nigga with the hips. Pow! I gotta be honest, I'm not super familiar with her game. She might, you know what I mean? Could be.
Nah, that's disrespectful, though. Come on.
It is. It's high key disrespectful.
Imagine
It
getting
happens.
checked. Imagine you put up a hat trick in a World Cup final and then you get hip checked by. Nah, come on. Maybe, but nah, come on.
I can see this man going over top. Eh!
I'm not buying it.
All right,
It's like
shoot.
one
We
of
got
those I
some
ain't getting
cool.
dunked on. Like you ain't dunking on me.
Boy, not I.
Smack your shit.
We got some decent Call of Duty news in here. I thought you might want to bring us into as our resident Call of Duty expert. Blanton, you want to take us into this news from IGN?
Yeah. Apparently, the sorry, excuse me, the new what is this Call of Duty 2024 leak appears to confirm their new character and the setting, which is looking like it's in the Gulf War. That's pretty cool. Like Evan mentioned from IGN, I'll go ahead and read this and we'll get into it. More details about Call of Duty's later entry appear to have leaked by actor and singer Luke Charles Stafford. All these
It's
reportedly posted on
always them.
Facebook saying that Activision is using his likeness for the main character. Says his name Ratcliffe in a Call of Duty name that is scheduled to release next year. Sorry, my throat is killing me. Activision decided to adapt their next main character, Ratcliffe, for Call of Duty off my likeness, and I am elated, Stafford reportedly said in the post, which has been screen capped but is no longer on their Facebook page. All of my college roommates back at Anderson University and those years in Smith Hall playing Black Ops 2, next year we can beat the snot out of each other again, but I want to play as me. Media training, dog.
Wow.
Insider Gaming reports that Stafford also shared several images and videos of himself on set with body scanning rig, as well as saying hello to what seems to be a member of the Call of Duty team. I'm sorry, but is this may be a hot take, but like, is this arguably dumber than like what happened with Nick Merckx? Like, what's dumber? Like what Nick Merckx tweeted or this?
Well, I don't know. That's
This has
tough,
to be
right?
dumber.
This has to
They're
be
very
dumber
different, but
because like Nick Merckx is cool. This guy is not going to be in the game anymore. And he's an idiot, and he's probably going to lose money. So I guess this is dumber. While Nick Merckx, it was more impactful to way more people, this is net stupider because, oh my God, shut up. All you have to do is shut the
I'm,
fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
I'm just thinking from like a professional like media standpoint. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, come on, y'all niggas can't shut up. Exactly, exactly like you said. You know what I would do if I was in Call of Duty? Shut the fuck up. Y'all wouldn't see me posting that shit on my story. That shit gonna come out. Y'all gonna be like, hey, dog, is that you on Call of Duty? Is that not way tighter?
I don't know. Maybe
Niggas hit
ask
you up. Hey,
them. That's
yo, was that you?
like just shut
I don't know.
up.
Anyways, a
It's
little
crazy to
more.
me.
Right. A little more on that finish here. It says the main character's name suggests that the Call of Duty game will take place during the Gulf War and is speculated to be a sequel to Black Ops Cold War, titled Black Ops Gulf War. Major Peter
Perfect.
Ratcliffe is also a former British Army soldier who participated in the Gulf War. He received a Distinguished Conduct Medal for gallantry in action. So, shout out to you, man. Maybe you're not so stupid, but just come on. Stafford reported post is the latest in a string of Call of Duty leaks, which is expected to be a sequel to Black Ops Cold War. The Call of Duty 2023 game likewise hasn't been officially released yet, but is rumored to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's allegedly being developed by Sledgehammer Games and set to launch on
Allegedly,
November 10th.
as they say, allegedly. Might
So,
have some more news.
as
For
of
a second there, oh, sorry, just real quick. I thought you were
yeah.
saying it sounded like you were saying that he was a real person that was in the war, and I was like, oh shit, I'm an asshole. Like I was talking about this real veteran, and then I was like, wait a minute, he just tweeted at his buddies from college about playing Black Ops 2. Fuck this guy. So just confirming, fuck this guy. Stupid.
I tricked myself for a second. I was like, wait, hold on. This dude, he participated? Well, wait, he just talked to. I was like reading it as I said it, like, damn it. I just kind of
I
tricked
read the
myself.
same thing
It's
and
like,
was like,
no,
I
he
did the
video game
same.
character, not him.
I was like, hold on, is this man is a veteran? We just went wild disrespectful on this Gulf War
Right.
veteran. Shut the
Right.
fuck up.
Right. I was like, yo, I love my veterans. Y'all thought, say, yo, oh, wait, this is character. Never mind.
My boy
Just
group
kidding.
messaged his
But
platoon, the
anyways, no.
survivors and shit, talking about I'm in the game. Oh, we're terrible. My bad.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but anyways, we'll have to see. So just for that to be clear here, as a recap, we got Modern Warfare 3 later in 2023, and then in 2024, Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War, developed by who knows who, but Modern Warfare 3, I'm sorry, developed by Sledgehammer. Guess we'll wait and see. Anyways, though, speaking of Modern Warfare 3, there is a little bit of news on here. I'm just
Not
saying.
gonna wait long.
I'll go ahead and just move us into the later part of this. There are some leaked screenshots showing off some new weapons and more. Huh. So this is coming from Hitmarker, reading a number of screenshots allegedly from in development build of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 have surfaced online, providing us with a look of the title's arsenal of weapons, game modes, systems, and more. Leakers shared a collage of cropped images showing the players changing classes in game, revealing a variety of base weapons like the Uzi, the Tag V, the CZ Brand, assault rifle, an F2000, and what appears to be customized clothing. The images also display an assortment of vests and gloves, and has been reported that these serve as replacements for the traditional perk system, with different types of helmets, gloves, vests, and boots providing the equivalent to signature perks like flag jacket and sleight of hand. Interesting. I'm gonna need a second because I want to see these. I actually haven't
Yeah,
seen any of this stuff. All
I
the
was
videos
like,
I see, they
from
block
the
that shit because
start
they don't want their shit to get.
when you were starting, I was like, it sounds like maybe you haven't seen this yet. Actually, a little excitement in there.
Not because I heard about this, but everyone, like the videos I've seen, they don't want to get their shit banned, so they don't actually post it or get the video taken down. So it's like all blurred out, or they just like talk about it. But that's why I was like,
Damn,
wait, there's actually pictures of this shit. Hold on,
we got to get
where
up
they
in the
do that
wild
at?
Discord group. How can we get in? You know what I mean? How can we get on the inside?
Right, yo, don't DDoS
Man,
me. Let me see. I'm going through mad links here. Let me see this shit. Anyway, all right, I'll do that in my free time. But yeah, excited for me. Then we'll have to see because apparently the stuff for this one carries over to this Modern Warfare 3. So I don't know how they're gonna do this.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
But also the leaks that I've seen say that this is gonna be like the big one, where they're gonna bring like all the content back from like all the Modern Warfare. So this should be like the big catalog with like Rust and the like Terminal, like all the old like re-rendered maps as like a background, but then like new maps and new content and like all the guns and
Let's do like another, maybe like a special episode with you and Jarrell to explain all that. That sounds really fun, and I'd love to get just a deeper understanding of what's happening with this game at large and where we are in the timeline. Like, for a lot of us, I just play the games. I just play the games. I don't know until we do our Call of Duty deep dive and I do the research. I don't know who developed all of it's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. I just know some of the games are good and some of them suck. The one that has the Scream guy in it, I'm not playing that one. Unless that's the game I do play because I play the
man.
current one.
Well, I mean, getting into the current one, did you see that they added our boys to it? Literally, the boys to it.
Well, did you listen to our episode last week?
I didn't. I've
Uh,
been parenting
this
on the road.
man has been busy. That's fair enough because he was going in on you were going in on EA Sports FC cover, and I was like, yeah, shit, I was just crushing that. Same thing. That was like our top story. Was like, yeah, but again, it's funny that we missed it because we love the boys so much. But yeah, they put and I do know that I'm the one that always shits on all of those weird Call of Duty integrations. As a player, I hate this. As a fan of the boys, this is kind of cool.
I know.
I
I was
can
like,
go either
damn
way.
it,
I can
damn
go
it,
either
damn it,
way.
damn it. Now I gotta get Homelander. Damn it.
Right? Like, how
Now I
do you
gotta get
not get
Noir. Damn
Gotta
it.
get Black Noir. I would see now. This is weird. I'd much rather have them in Fortnite. Like their powers and shit would make sense. You
I
know what I
feel
mean? Like
that.
it makes sense to the world. I was just chatting to my wife about how my favorite thing about the new Zelda game is just the physics. They just put you in a world and like the world makes sense, right? So now I'm in Call of Duty world and I got to make sense of. It felt like for
Literally.
all the supernatural things to like cross over with like the real world, that's kind of the basis of the boys, right? It's like like that's kind of their statement they make is like, yeah, all that Marvel shit seems ridiculous. Like it wouldn't be all friendly and nice if you put superpowers and merge them in the real world. It would be fucking crazy and nuts, and they would be way over like powered, and they do shit that was super OP. They wouldn't be like nice and funny like Thor, right? Like so if there's any supernatural or like weird powers to put into Call of Duty in a world where there's a world where I want the physics to make sense and shit, it would be the boys. It'd be them boys at VOT. You know what I mean?
Them Vibe boys.
Makes sense.
Uh,
Them boys at VOT.
what I was saying though, to close it out, sorry, excuse me, from Hitmarker, Twitter leaker at Bob Network UK also shared an image of the UI that appears to be almost identical to Modern Warfare 2, with the player having equipped a munitions box upgrade as well as earning UAV, cruise missile, and Overwatch Helo kill streaks. Two notable differences are the use of a light blue highlight rather than the green used in Modern Warfare 2, as well as what appears to be rotating kill streaks that allow players to gain more than 3 kill streaks per life. Though this could be simply be an unfinished UI element. Bob also claims that Dead Silence will be reverted to a perk rather than a field upgrade, and that a classic minimap will be included, displaying red dots when an enemy fires an unsilenced weapon. So that same old. The game's weapon will also include a version of the fan favorite war game mode from COD, Modern Warfare 2, which saw attackers go head to head to prevent attackers from completing a number of tasks, such as repairing bridges, escorting tanks, and blowing up important supplies, so forth. So we will have. I don't know. We'll see. As much as whatever. I'm so up in the air about Call of Duty. I'd be wanting to
I be
hate on
talking
them,
shit.
and then they drop some cool shit.
That.
God
I was gonna say,
damn.
like, I be talking shit, but this sounds kind of fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I be talking mad shit, but those both sound good. Like, I want both those games. I'm ready.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I jumped
My
back in
nigga's
there.
ready.
Don't get me wrong, bro. I stand with Nick Merckx, but it's one of them things where it's like, you know,
Oh, is
gun
it still
ain't
going?
gun ain't snitch on me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas ain't take away my bike.
Hey, that's all
So
fuck you mean. How much fuck
hey,
you mean?
you know what I mean? So I jumped back in
That shit
there.
is good.
I was busting some cats. I was like, yeah, damn. I was kind of having a little fun. Like, man, this has been kind of cool. This has been straight. But oh shit, I just realized we forgot to say what you've been playing this week.
What have you been playing this week? I was gonna, as soon as you were done, I was gonna be like, so what you been playing though? Sounds like Call of Duty. We did. We do
Yeah,
that on all the special episodes. You know what I
how
mean?
funny. I know. We just
You might as
jumped
well
into
finish
it.
up, boyo. Call of Duty.
A little bit,
We got
of Call
Comic
of
Con and
Duty.
shit. You know what I mean?
But honestly, I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto online.
Word. What you doing
Yeah,
over there? Some bank heist?
the Cayo Perico actually.
I can fuck
So
with that.
I haven't been online, dude.
What did you just say to me?
So
Bakayo
I've had
Pripo?
Cayo Perico.
Bakayo Saka?
Yeah, exactly.
Bakayo
You robbed
Saka.
that nigga, bro. You robbed that nigga. Nah, you don't rob that nigga. Stop it. But nah. So I haven't been on
You
Grand
said
Theft Auto
nigga really hard
Online
just now.
in years, years. I've had it since
Since you brought me
2013,
on?
and yeah, I haven't played it in years. So I
You
finally
know what's
re-downloaded
crazy? When you brought me onto the game, that was like 5 years ago.
to Grand
Sorry.
Theft Auto Online.
Yeah, when it had been out for mad years, and you guys are like, "Oh, let me go." Like we ran on with, we met some other people on PlayStation, and went to go like get me onboarded because the game had been out for so long at that point. Everybody came back on just because I
Oh,
was playing.
okay.
Now that was 5 years ago, and we're still playing Call of Duty 5.
Mm-hmm. Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's like 3 houses ago for me. Oh
It's
yeah,
funny
yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because I
That
remember that. Because I remember you were like, "Oh wow, this game is actually similar to LA." Oh, that's
right.
funny.
We met that boy Ahmed. I remember you went and got this nigga off from some other game. Like, hey, can you come help my boy run this mission real quick? And he just came through wild OP with everything. I remember that.
Yeah, low key, that's me right now, bro. I got my businesses booming just because it's since I've had both the kids, I can't play anything online. Since they both been home, so I need something where like I can like get up and
You're
walk
starting.
away,
You're starting to feel me.
dude. So I can like
Switch. This is
just
Nintendo Switch, bro.
yeah, I really need to. I could just leave myself in a helicopter floating mid mission, and as long as I like refresh my sticks every 10 minutes, I won't let time out, so I could like go do whatever, and then come back and then
That's
finish my
funny.
mission and just keep making money. And yeah, I got a few million on there. Hey yo, allegedly may have a couple businesses up and running allegedly, but don't worry about that. It's none of your business, man. But you have to pull up, bro. It's pretty cool. They got some fun. If you've been playing, if that's all, it's like anything else. If it's all you've been playing, you got to be super burnt out on that. But like, if you haven't touched that game in years and you go back, it's like, holy shit, what is all this? Like, they buffed a lot of stuff
Right. It's
from
got
making.
better. It's more fun.
Yeah, like making money is a lot easier now. It's not like some crazy grind. It's they got it balanced pretty well. It honestly excites me for six. I've been putting a lot of time into it this past week.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna move the. You guys have heard all my stories of moving the systems around, but we got a good balance now. You know what I mean? We got a good setup in the new spot. So finally, I'm not shuffling screens and systems around like I have been for the last 3 months, fam. It's been a mission. But those are very much first world problems. Like, I got too many systems. I don't know where to plug them in. For me, it was Well, I had a crazy week. I think I told you guys I was working on another. Actually, I'm not sure I can share. I texted you guys about it. I can't share what the game
Yeah,
is right now. I think we're still NDA. But I was working on a project for an incredible AAA FPS game. Like it was really fun. First time I've gone this deep on a game on this type of this game, right? So either way, I had a really busy week, and it was just a different week for me. I kept like really weird hours, but because of it, I spent a lot of time on the Switch. So I played a ton of Zelda and a ton of Diablo 2. No surprise to anybody, but I'm still enjoying the hell out of both of those games. I'm starting to find my way through Zelda, and I
bro.
really appreciate
Diablo.
that I've taken my time to dig in, bro. It's been so much. I feel like I have so many fun games to play, and then I was in a ton of meetings, so I took an opportunity to update all my PC games. So just I won't have to, I won't have to wait too much
Hmm.
to play them this week. So I took this week off, and I spent the top half of today setting my team up, and now we're recording the pod. So as soon as we're done here, I am like done for the week, and your boy's gonna go play some computer games. I'm really excited to get into some new BRs and just all the games I have on my PC. In a minute,
Yeah, man. Hey, well, if
little
you
minute.
get that GTA on the Microsoft, let me know. I think we should be able to play together. And you get 4 million starting out if you make a new character. So I'll fucks with it.
I got it on PlayStation. I'll fire it up. It's on the same. I got my
Oh, okay.
system set up now,
Well,
so
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
thinking from
fire
the
it up.
PC
But
aspect.
I
Yep.
got time this week.
Oh wait,
Let's do it.
never mind. I don't think so.
See, in the future, I have a dream that in the future, one day, I'll be able to play with my friends on all of the systems that connect to one another and Discord and Steam. I really do think this is maybe my our last point. I think this mobile PlayStation thing, the handheld,
Hmm.
it's gonna change a lot of shit. Like it's gonna be. I think people are gonna buy it. I think it's gonna be very very successful. The amount that I use my Switch right now, there's a bunch of PlayStation games. Or again, even if I could, it's not even about playing the Switch, right? This to me is about them aging up with their consumer. I would love to sit on the couch with my headphones in, play video games, and talk to my friends.
Hmm.
That's what I want from the PlayStation handheld. Is just put me on PSN, just put me on the network where my party is. I just want to go where my friends are. If you guys were all on Switch, it'd be amazing. That's what pulls me away from at the nighttime. I'm not even that competitive anymore. If I've been in meetings all day, I don't even care about really, playing a crazy game. I just want to sit and hang out for a minute. And
Hmm.
if I could do that on my couch and not at my desk where my gaming shit is, so I really think this PlayStation, like, this is not investing advice. Invest in Sony because I think that shit is gonna go up, like hardware sales, big time.
Hmm.
They're just gonna introduce another console all of a sudden.
Dude, yeah. Oh man, I want those in earbuds too. Oof. No, I'm with you on that.
Right, bro. It's like when Instagram added like stories, and it was like, well, I mean, Snapchat's cool, but they just like added another. They added a whole nother app. They're like adding another thing. They're like, oh, you guys like that Switch? We could do that. Like I'm not playing FIFA. Or I'm not playing FIFA and Apex on my handheld. They're pulling the threads. They're like, okay, we could do that too. Like I want that shit.
That's a response to
It's
the
gonna be nice,
Microsoft Nintendo idea. They're like, oh yeah, okay.
right? You guys go sell your little game. They're finna get these hardware sales off.
And they
We'll
got the
see.
hardware,
Hopefully it
so
doesn't suck. Pause.
no
This thing's
pause.
wild. This thing's wild. All right. Well, I guess it's about time to sign off. I'm really excited. We got the Diablo pod coming out before this. This is episode 62. So Diablo pod is going to come out next. By the time you hear this, you will already have had your ears lit ablaze by our Diablo research. That's going to be exciting. And also, by the time you hear this, we're going to be ready for Comic Con. We're going to be in San Diego Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, coming your way the 20th through the 24th or whatever. That is a lot of days, but hyped. And again, our party's on the 21st Friday, whatever the Friday is. So super hyped to be there. Come catch us live. And most of all, I'm just hyped to see the boyos record a live pod and do this together for the first time in a very long time. Banton, any parting words for our audience?
Yeah, man. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. Of course, if there's anything, we said you got any feedback on, let us know, man. Leave a comment, give us the feedback, send us a message, man. We love it. Like always, please, like, share, do what you do. Greatly helps, and we greatly appreciate it. We will. Oh man, I like everyone was saying, I am excited for Comic-Con. I've never been, so that's going to be something new for me. So we appreciate you listening and being here with us, man. Going on the journey. We will be back soon. Look forward to that deep dive.
At No Randoms Podcast. Follow us on socials, and we out. We miss you, Shad.